okay, of course, there are many different stupas, but for instance, like this stupa, the four sort of, platform, which represents, many times it represents the for mindfulness. And this is what I was thinking of, we will be spending a little bit of time, since we are gathering in the morning and the afternoon, so we will be spending time on doing a little bit of a meditation, so that we will have our inner stupa built, because that is the point, isn't it, to build the inner stupa. Then if you have built the inner stupa and you walk around sort of, the moving stupa, so to speak, whoever has interaction with you, they will also have a benefit. Not only interaction on like a good interaction, like they nice to you, but even if they were nasty towards you, it is a connection. For instance, like this stupa, I'm sure some people may be circumambulating and prostrating, and I'm sure some birds will shit on it. They equally have connection. So anyway, there are things like for mindfulness, and then also for fearlessness, and for immeasurable thoughts. And there's so many symbolism. You can go on and on, talk about all kinds of interpretation of, when it comes to symbolism. So it's infinite, it's endless. But the most important message or the teaching that directly or indirectly have to convey by a stupa is the sort of the inseparability of wisdom and method. Well, stupa is a kind of a important symbol for Buddhism, especially after a few hundred years after Buddha passed away. There are so many big ones, and also there's a very, very small ones that you can actually hold inside your palm. There's even a practice of building stupa by a practitioner. And some of these practices are now sort of waning. Now the Buddhists think that the practice is meditation or chanting mantra. That's about it. They limit to that. But in the past, there's so much. For instance, a practice of pilgrimage, which can be easily, practiced. You can all, any one of you can actually take a effort to go and see this stupa and consider that as a practice of pilgrimage. Okay, so this is all for now about the outer stupa. We can come back later, and also you can ask me questions regarding this. So now we are going to talk a little bit more about the inner stupa. Most important in Buddhism is mind, and you do have mind. And at times it's a blessing that we have a mind. Many times it's a curse, because it just keeps on knowing something. It keeps on noticing something. And that's so painful. Sometimes we wish that we are like a pebble, piece of stone, so that you have no hope, you have no fear, you don't have to pay the bills, you don't have to read about the democracy. We are stuck with a mind. But according to Saraha, one of the greatest Mahasiddha, or the, as you can say, saint of Buddhism, he prostrates to mind, calling it the wish-fulfilling gem. And many times Not only actually, almost all the time in Buddhism. This mind that you have, this is what they call Buddha. Beyond this, there is no Buddha. What does this say? It means that one, Buddha is not historically bound. Yes, there is a historical Buddha such as Siddhartha Gautama, who came 2,500 years ago in India, not in Argentina. But that's just like the stupa, he was a symbol. The real Buddha is this constant cognizance. We have that. This thing that keeps on hearing things, expecting things, feeling things. This is what actually my master, Tengu Chenze Rinpoche, he said, all so-called Buddhists, they want to become Buddha. They struggle. And he said, it's a bit like this. If you are thirsty and you have an ice cube and you are looking for water everywhere. But you see that this is an important example because in one way, ice is not water. Does this get frozen during the winter?
No.
No? Well, sometimes some lakes get frozen and they become, and then you can walk over it. But water, you can't walk over it. You are thirsty, you want water, and you are holding the water. It doesn't look remotely like a water, but it is water, no doubt. So now I want to do some addition on what my master have said. When you look around, struggle for the Buddha, then it's a bit like the freezer's fan is spinning. So the ice always becomes ice, more and more hard. If you sort of relax, don't do anything, then it will melt. Then, water, you don't have to look anywhere, you have it. This water is the inner stupa. And by the way, you don't have to download it from anywhere, you have it. Didn't I tell you? You're stuck with it. You cannot not have it. You have it. I don't know, it's there all the time.